We're going to show you how to divide decimals here. Dividing decimals is not difficult, but there's a few things we need to know. So, first things, I need to say this out loud to figure out how I'm going to set up my problem. This is 0.729 divided by 3. Remember, the number that's being divided always goes under the bar. So I'm going to put 0.729 here and 3 here. If you're confused, it's always the first number in the division problem, from left to right. So it's the left number. Now, my first step is this number on the outside needs to be a whole number. Is 3 a whole number? Yes, it is. It's already there. So, I don't have to do anything to this inside number. But it has a decimal here. So when I don't have to do anything to the decimal, I just move the decimal straight up. And I know some of you guys use the words back bite. It's like a back bite. That might be helpful for you to think about as well. Then I just do normal division. 3 goes into 7 2 times. Gives me 1, 2. 3 goes into 12 4 times, which gives me 12. Bring down the 9. 3 goes into 9 3 times. So my answer for this one very simply is 0.243. Some people get confused. Do I have to move the decimal back somewhere? No. The answer you get is the answer for the problem. So my answer, again, 0.243. That's when you're dividing by a whole number. Now let's see what would happen when we're dividing by a decimal. So again, this number is going to go inside my division bar. 0.4 is going to go outside. Is 0.4 a whole number? No, it's not. So I need to move the decimal to make it a whole number. I moved it one time. I'm going to rewrite the problem here. 4 is on the outside. Whatever I do to this outside number, I must do to this inside one. Moved it one time here, so I'm going to move it one time here, and I'd have 25.2. This is a whole number now. We're ready to go, but I need to do my bat bite, move it straight up here, decimal's ready. Now, 4 goes into 25, 6 times, which gives me 24. Bring down the 1, bring down the 2. 4 goes into 12 3 times, so that means 0.4 goes into 2.52, a total of 6.3 times. And you're probably asking, do I need to move the decimal back somewhere? No, the answer to this problem is the same answer as the answer to this problem. So whatever you get here, you're good to go, you're ready. Let's try one last problem. 6.5 divided by 0.13. This time, I need to move it how many times? 2 times. So I'm going to get 13. How many times should I move it this time? The same amount of times. This is where some kids get confused and they say, okay, one time makes it a whole number. You're right, but we moved this one twice, so we must move this one twice. Now, what do I need to put in this blank here? I need to put in a 0. Anytime we have an extra space, we add a 0. So, 13 goes into 65, I think a total of 5 times, which would get me 65, which will bring a 0 here. Now the important part here, 13 does not go into 650 5 times. Goes into 65 5 times. So, I must see 13, 0, I must add another 0 here, which means that 13 times 50 is 650, which makes sense to me. So my answer for 0.13 going into 6.5 or 6.5 divided by 0.13 would be 50. Okay? If you have any questions on this, please let me know, but this is how you divide decimals.